Hey there, language learners! If you're enjoying the content on Learn Up English and want to boost your English skills with more tips, lessons, and fun videos, hit that subscribe button now. Join our awesome community, turn on notifications, and let's learn English together. Don't miss out. Subscribe to Learn Up English today. I'm your host, Emma, and today we're going on a journey to explore why traveling is so exciting and how it can change the way we see the world. This podcast is for everyone, whether you're new to English or already comfortable with it. Let's make this a fun and easy-to-follow hour of stories, tips, and ideas about travel. Are you ready? Let's go! Traveling is one of the best ways to learn about new places, meet new people, and discover yourself. When you travel, you see new cultures, try new foods, and hear new languages. It's like opening a book full of surprises. Today, we'll talk about why people love to travel, some amazing places to visit, and simple tips to make your trips unforgettable. First, let's talk about why people travel. Some people travel to relax. After working hard, they want to sit on a beach, listen to the waves, and feel the sun on their skin. Others travel for adventure. They want to climb mountains, explore forests, or dive into the ocean. Some people travel to learn. They visit museums, old cities, or historical places to understand the past. What about you? Why do you want to travel? Maybe you dream of seeing a new country or trying food you've never tasted before. Let's start with a story. Last year, I went to Japan. It was my first time there, and I was so excited. Japan is a country with old traditions and modern cities. I arrived in Tokyo, the capital city. Tokyo is big, bright, and full of energy. The streets are busy with people, and there are tall buildings with colorful lights. I walked through a place called Shibuya, where hundreds of people cross the street at the same time. It was like a dance, everyone moving together. In Tokyo, I tried sushi for the first time. Sushi is raw fish with rice, and it's very famous in Japan. At first, I was a little nervous. Raw fish? Really? But I tried it, and it was delicious. The fish was fresh, and the rice was soft. I also drank green tea, which is very popular in Japan. The taste was light and calming. Trying new food is one of the best parts of traveling. It's like a small adventure in your mouth. After Tokyo, I visited Kyoto. Kyoto is different from Tokyo. It's quieter and full of history. There are old temples and beautiful gardens. I walked through a bamboo forest, and the tall, green bamboo made me feel like I was in a different world. I also saw people wearing kimonos, which are traditional Japanese clothes. They looked so elegant, like they came from a storybook. Traveling to Japan taught me something important. Every place has its own story. Tokyo is fast and modern, while Kyoto is slow and traditional. Both are special in their own way. When you travel, you learn to see these differences and appreciate them. Now let's talk about another place, Italy. Italy is a dream for many travelers. It's famous for its food, history, and art. Imagine eating a plate of spaghetti in Rome with tomato sauce and cheese, or drinking coffee in a small cafe in Florence. Italy is also home to the Colosseum, an old arena where gladiators fought thousands of years ago. Walking inside the Colosseum feels like stepping back in time. One of my favorite places in Italy is Venice. Venice is a city on water. Instead of roads, there are canals, and people travel by boat. I took a ride on a gondola, which is a long, narrow boat. The water was blue and the buildings were old and colorful. It was so peaceful. Venice made me feel like I was in a painting. Traveling doesn't always mean going far. Sometimes you can find adventure in your own country or city. For example, I live in a small town, and last month I went hiking in a forest nearby. The air was fresh, the birds were singing, and I felt so happy. You don't need a plane ticket to explore. A walk in a park, a visit to a local market, or a day trip to a nearby town can be just as exciting. Let's talk about some tips for traveling. These are simple ideas to help you have a great trip. First, plan a little, but not too much. Before you travel, learn a few things about the place. What's the weather like? What food should you try? Knowing these things helps you feel ready. But don't plan every minute of your trip. Leave time for surprises, like finding a small cafe or meeting a friendly local. Second, pack light. When I went to Japan, I brought a big suitcase, and it was a mistake. Carrying it around was tiring. Now I bring only what I need: a few clothes, a phone, and a small notebook. A light bag makes traveling easier. Third, learn a few words in the local language. If you're going to Spain, learn to say hola, hello, or gracias, thank you. People love when you try to speak their language, even if it's just a little. It shows respect, and it makes them smile. Fourth, take photos, but not too many. Pictures help you remember your trip, but don't spend all your time looking through a camera. Look with your eyes, too. Feel the moment. The best memories are the ones you keep in your heart.
Finally, be open to new things. Traveling can be a little scary sometimes. Maybe the food is strange or you get lost. That's okay. Mistakes and surprises are part of the adventure. When I was in Italy, I got lost in Rome. I was nervous at first, but then I found a small street with a beautiful fountain. Getting lost led me to something amazing. Let's talk about another destination, Thailand. Thailand is in Southeast Asia, and it's a place full of colors, smells, and sounds. The markets in Thailand are incredible. You can buy fresh fruit, spicy noodles, or handmade jewelry. I tried mango sticky rice, which is sweet rice with mango and coconut milk. It was so good, I ate it every day. Thailand also has beautiful beaches. I went to a place called Phuket, where the water is clear and the sand is soft. I swam in the ocean and watched the sunset. The sky turned orange, pink, and purple. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Another thing I loved about Thailand was the people. They were so kind and welcoming. One day, I met a woman selling flowers in a market. She didn't speak English, and I didn't speak Thai, but we smiled and used our hands to talk. She gave me a flower for free. That small moment made my day special. Traveling teaches you that people are the same everywhere. We all want to laugh, eat good food, and feel safe. When you travel, you meet people who are different from you, but you also see how much you have in common. Let's take a moment to imagine your dream trip. Close your eyes for a second. Where do you want to go? Maybe it's a city like Paris with its tall Eiffel Tower and delicious croissants. Or maybe it's a jungle in South America where you can see monkeys and colorful birds. Or maybe it's a small village where you can sit by a river and read a book. Wherever it is, hold that picture in your mind. Traveling starts with a dream, and dreams can come true. Before we end, let's talk about one more place, New Zealand. New Zealand is an island country with mountains, lakes, and green hills. It's famous for its nature. I went hiking in a place called Tongariro National Park. The views were amazing: snowy mountains, blue lakes, and wide open spaces. New Zealand is also where they filmed the Lord of the Rings movies. If you've seen those movies, you know how magical it looks. In New Zealand, I tried something new: bungee jumping. Bungee jumping is when you jump off a high place with a rope tied to your feet. It was scary, but also exciting. When I jumped, I felt like I was flying. Trying something new made me feel strong and brave. As we wrap up this podcast, I want to leave you with a thought. Traveling is more than just seeing new places. It's about growing, learning, and finding joy in small moments. It's about tasting new food, hearing new music, and making new friends. You don't need a lot of money or a perfect plan. You just need curiosity and an open heart. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Travel Adventures. I hope you feel inspired to explore the world, whether it's far away or close to home. Next time, we'll talk about how to travel on a budget, because you don't need to be rich to see the world. Until then, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep smiling.